Okay, boutique tech merger and acquisition bank website. Design a minimalist for boutique. It's super simple, right? It's so this guy, whose name I'm gonna reveal in a bit, he wants you to make a website. By the way, this is not a landing page. So, design incorporates clean typography, intuitive navigation, industry leaders. Now, in this specific case, what you want to do is you want to visit the Equitech, Canaccord, and Piper Sandler websites and see, what they have in common. Now, when you open them first, example, okay, Equitech, Piper Sandler, they have nothing in common. I mean, from the get go, right? Because it's totally different color palette and it's different fonts and everything. But the thing that it's not how they look. It's when you think about it, when you're coming from that industry, which is the financial industry, it's how these websites make you feel. Now, when if you're a designer and you see this site, for example, and this site here, I mean, there's literally nothing in common. Maybe just a few design, elements, but everything else is just, completely, across the board. So, what is he looking for? He mentioned it specifically. Uh, Clean typography, restrained color palette, so nothing out of the optional, intuitive navigation, and organized in clear sections for service, market insight, team, contact, so on and so on. So he wants order and he wants the feeling of whoever sees the website is gonna feel secure. Is gonna is gonna have this level of trust that you would have from a bank website or a bank institution, right? So it doesn't really mean that you need to focus on specific elements from Equitech, Canaccord, and so on, but you have to have that feeling. So think about this the next time you read something. Try to read it from the perspective of whoever it is that is writing this. Now, the person that was writing this has his own company, which is really Solganik and Company, and I assumed that it was going to be the same name. Even if it's not the same name, it doesn't really matter. So what I did was I found a design that I liked online. Let me go back here. So I found a design that I liked, which was this one. You see how it's simple, it's organized, it has clean elements, clean sections, a bit minimalistic, sure, but it gives you the feeling that okay, yeah, this is like European Union type of shit, and high level corporate, which is basically what we're looking for. It's nothing too creative. So I took that, and yeah, the first one was just shit. Like, this is a one pager, really. But then I just told it to deliver something, and we came up to which I'm not really happiest about that, but it still works. So the idea was, as always, you come to him just to make sure, and I sent this to him, just telling him, listen, hey, I got a concept that will get, which I think could really work within your vision, and which is exude this confidence and trust in whoever it is that's actually reading this. Well, going to your website, your potential um, audience. So basically, trying to fit the missing piece in the puzzle of what his vision is. Because if he knew how he wanted it to look, he would have given you a reference, specific reference, not like the competitors ones. And this is, he knows everything about how specific elements should look, but not the big part. So this is how, you come to him and you say, hey, listen, this is how I think. This is a exploratory kind of concept, right? It doesn't have to fit with his vision, sure, but it's a good start because now you're giving him like a frame in which you're framing the situation, the pitch, because when he sees this, assuming he doesn't have any other similar kind of submissions, when he sees this, his brain is immediately into either, I like this, or this could be better, but in any way he's hooked into figuring out whether this is good or bad, which is good for you because it gives you a bigger chance of getting a response from him. So